Good morning, hungry homies. Today is game day. So I am like a few hours out from competing at the Arizona Pro. And right now I am just enjoying a cup of coffee because I need to be a human. And this is kind of what show day looks like, or part of anyway. Sipping some water, making sure you're getting food in, resting. And mostly it's like the game of hurry up and wait, meaning you have to get places to wait. You have to hurry up, you have scheduled appointments, and you have to be here in a timeline to wait. So kind of like a slow moving day up until you're on stage, but that's the name of the game. So I'm just gonna rest up a little bit, see what my coach has to say about the pictures that I sent him, sip my coffee, and have a meal shortly, and then I go and get a second coat of tan just to kind of touch up the stuff that got rubbed off overnight. And then I will go get my makeup and stuff done, and then I'll be backstage by 10:30, and it's time to do it. So should be a fun day. I'm gonna try to do this as much as I can. It's kind of weird backstage having a camera, but I'll try to sneak you in. So some things that a lot of people like to ask is like, when do you cut your water? Do you do like 2 full weeks of no water? First of all, that would be crazy, because you would die. If there's one thing you can't live without on this earth, it's water and air, but water. So what we do is that we drink lots of water leading up until like Wednesday, Thursday before the show, and then on Saturday, Friday, we start just to taper it off. So you're still constantly drinking water because the water actually helps pull in carbs into the muscle and make you look fuller and like more plump. Like the blood is pushing up against the skin, so you look rounder, your muscle bellies look rounder. So we do make sure that we drink. So I will bring this with me backstage and then just sip it during the day just to keep my mouth dry, but there's a lot of water drinking, so don't you fret. So for my carb up, so because I go so low carb throughout the year in my prep, I can tend to look a little bit flat by the end of prep. So before I hit the stage, I need to fill out with a little bit of carbs. I'm kind of sensitive to the certain kinds of carbs that I can have. I can't have things that have too much fiber, so like no sweet potatoes, things like that. So my choices are rice cakes. This is my favorite. This is the baby rice cereal. Super easy to digest. And also I bring peanut butter, some honey, a few cookies just to kind of get some sugar flowing through my body. done. Amanda did an amazing job. Can you see my eyes? And And now we're gonna go walk back downstairs and chill out because they're not really gonna let us go downstairs until just after 10. So we are here, we are ready, and I miss my floor. Bye!
Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right. And face forward. You know, just do me a favor, take a couple steps out to the side. There's plenty of room. No, away from the center so that you all have room. Just a couple of poses. You know, front double bicep. And relax. Either side for side chest. And relax. Face the rear. Back double bicep. And relax. Face forward. Okay, ladies, you're going to file off to the right, to the left. You'll all be back individually.
What's up, my hungry homies? So I am back after prejudging, and I figured I would give you a little bit of a like, what the heck happened? So there were a lot of girls at this show, a super stacked class, probably like at least four, I think, girls who have either were on the Olympia stage last year or are going again this year. So, and the Olympia, if you don't know, happens in Vegas, and it's like the World Cup of bodybuilding, and it actually happens next week. So a lot of these girls will take this show as a warm-up show, leaving us girls who didn't qualify to like struggle for any placing that we can get. Anyway, so from what it looked like, I probably came 8th or 9th, I think, place. They did, it's happening? They had 7 or 8 girls in the first call out, and then I was then in the center for the second call out. So they kind of place it by like, if you're sitting in the center position, you will be first place. Then it goes first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, you know, all the way across. And so I was probably sitting in around the 8th or 9th spot. I'm not even sure, but I'm a little frustrated, I'll have to admit, because I feel like I'm so close with my physique to beating some of these really top girls. I've had some really struggle bus type preps, and I think my body, I came into this prep already fighting my body, and I think I need a really solid reverse off season and like get the diet under control and stay a little bit leaner so I'm not fighting so much body fat coming back into prep for next year. So that's sort of been the tentative plan at the moment. But otherwise, I think I brought one of my better packages, which is kind of fun. You know, after Vancouver, Sandy Williamson, the head judge, gave feedback and she said just get a little bit bigger in your upper body, and I certainly did that. So and my conditioning was a little bit better, so I worked really hard, and I was hungry throughout the entire prep. I really wanted to do well, and maybe not, I probably didn't place where I had wanted or where I definitely had hoped, but I improved my body, and I guess like we can only just ask for those sort of changes. Can't be too hard on myself. So I'm gonna go back for night show and do my routine. Hopefully I can get some sort of footage for you there, and then it's time to eat. So stay tuned for that, hungry homies.
2,000 years later.
So here's a little sneak peek of the backstage. So I'm just about to hit the finals, and this is pump up room. Everybody, there's a screen for us to watch. And I just sit here with all of my goodies, my pump up stuff. But this is what we do. It's called the hurry up and wait game, and then we just wait until they call us. Right now, bikini's up, which means I'm almost done. So, exciting.
3 hours later.
What's up, hungry homies? We're finally home and the show is done. The season is done. And I just wanted to show you quickly all of my goodies. So, my lovely friend Renee got me the Reese's cookies from Safeway, which we are going to pair with either the Halo Top candy bar or Ben & Jerry's Tonight Dough. I know this has been out for a while, but I'm always late to the party. And a vanilla bean Halo Top as well. Last but not least, oh, and actually, I also got a cookie from a place called Chip in Idaho. No, in Utah. Is that the same place? No, I don't know. Anyway, it looks thick and probably filled. And because I ate the fries in the car, because fries are never good when they're cold, we have a Five Guys cheeseburger and bacon, and it looks terrible, and I'm so excited to eat.